So I have some T-posts and I was about to start putting those in the ground around the garden, start working on some deer fencing. But guys, it went from being a nice, pleasant, sunny 71 degrees to this. The skies basically is turned black. Temperature has dropped 10 degrees almost instantly. There are definitely some huge storms coming in from the south, moving up this way. So it doesn't look like we're gonna get much done in regards to getting work done, unless the storm passes, but it's supposed to rain for several hours. I'm not sure how dry the grass will be to even try to mow, but it's not that bad. I mean, it's pretty much under control like I showed you in the last video, except for this section over here, which is what I was really concerned with because I kind of ran out of weed eater string and gas for the mower. So this section here is what needs the most attention. And if the storm does pass, I may try to work on this yet still. But yeah, it's coming along, but still have plenty of work to do. So I did not have enough time to set this up properly because the rain just came out of nowhere and this wasn't really part of my plan for the day. But as you can tell, it is now pouring. And this is a little portable, or I guess improvised rain catcher for like an off-grid water collection type deal or whatever. But you know, it's just coming off the gutters here at the edge of the house. Not using it for drinking at all, obviously, because you never know what kind of contaminants may or may not be in the gutters and on the roof. But this is definitely going to be a water source for cleaning and or just last minute, last ditch effort if I need to water some plants or some kind of things up here. But it'll definitely be coming in handy having just a supply of water, because you never know when you may or may not need it. But it is absolutely pouring now. I thought we were going to get a clearing and maybe get a chance to do something, but Mother Nature has other plans. So whenever those plans change, you change your plans. And right now I'm trying to collect some rainwater. Hopefully this old thing I found is not dry rotted through and is holding, so time will tell. But it is absolutely pouring out here, and I'll let you know how much water I actually do catch if the storm finally subsides. I found this sign when I was clearing off some of the porch and some of this trash back here, Coonhound Crossing, with 3 nice bullet holes through it. So apparently someone did not like coonhounds, or maybe thought it was just funny to take a shot at this old sign. But it goes to show you never know what you might find when you're clearing off some old, neglected, abandoned property. We have a break in the storm here. The sun is actually kind of peaked out, but you know, looking in the distance, there are more storms coming. But I'm gonna take this really quick moment to show you guys this pond feature again. Now, I've not dug it out since the last episode, but you can tell it's absolutely holding water. And even out here, this is just kind of damp and squishy. So this whole area is just really saturated. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely holding. Keep looking for leaks. I think right here might be kind of a low spot. So when I do dig it out, I need to build this spot back up. But it's definitely holding, guys. I'm very, very, very pleased with this. This is pretty cool. You can see kind of in the distance, this is what just came through, just past us. Yeah, but there is more coming. Thought I'd show you this. Oh, by the way, right now at this time, if you could, please just hit that subscribe button. This is a new channel. Right now, like 63 subscribers. Let's get this to 100, okay? If we get this channel to 100 subscribers, I don't know, I'll do like a seed giveaway. I'll do something, hook up number 100. So if you're number 100, let me know, and I will. I'll send some free seeds your way to help spread the organic gardening, farming, whatever it is you want to call it. Joy of growing plants. We'll go with that. How about that? Yeah. So looking back up here at the hill, I'm not going to get a chance to mow it today, guys. I'm going to try to do a couple other things, but I'm going to show you here in a little bit how much rain we collected. I might stick around for another storm here and try to wait it out. But after a nice heavy rain, especially like I mentioned, at new property, what's really good to do is walk around your property and see where water is accumulating. Like right here. Now this is just adjacent kind of to the pond, but right there we have standing water. So there's all the water from up here drains down to this level spot. So that's very important to know. So if you're going to try to build like a barn or a shed or put in a, I don't know, build a house for whatever you're doing, make sure you don't do it in a place that accumulates water. And if it does accumulate water and that's the only spot that you can really do it, you're going to have to make some adjustments. You're going to have to get some drainage. You're going to have to build the soil up. You're going to have to divert some water. You're going to have to do something. So this area is basically waterlogged down here. And my idea for this section right here, guys, this is going to be a pumpkin patch. Sorry about that. Big truck going by. But yeah, this is going to be a pumpkin patch. Pumpkins love water. So do watermelons. Hence the name watermelons, but there's multiple reasons for that. But they do grow on riverbanks in Africa. They're native, native area. But yeah, so this is going to be taking something that you're not going to be able to use for anything else because it's just saturated and soggy. And quite honestly, cutting grass endlessly forever is just not in my future plans. So as much as I can actually get taken care of via gardening or projects, less grass I have to cut. So that's a big deal for me there, guys. So this whole area here should be the pumpkin patch. Maybe throw some watermelons in. With my idea of this pond charging the ground system, it's going to help raise the water table because this is going to try to trap water. So pumpkins, again, heavy feeders on the water. They love nice moist soil. They're going to love it down here, and they can just vine all they want through all this and all this junk over here and piles of wood. They can climb all over it and do whatever they want. You know how these pumpkin vines, they'll just literally take over anything. So maybe by the end of summer, all this junk here will be covered up with pumpkin vines, and I don't have to see it until fall comes around. Then I have to deal with it, which is when I plan on doing that. Whenever the pumpkins are gone, this will be a winter project, kind of clearing some brush out, some old wood and crap like that. There's some giant cinder blocks right here, by the way. Check this out. Now these giant cinder blocks, I have an idea what I'm going to use these for. A couple projects that require them. Yeah, hopefully I can find a couple more. If not, I know where some are over here by the fire pit. We'll just kind of relocate some of those, if you will. Now looking over here to the garden, my plan was to kind of cultivate this up and clear all the weeds out and everything, and have a few T-posts that were gifted to me by one of my friends. Got a couple more over here, and there are actually several T-posts pounded around the property where they had that horse electric tape around it. I have to pull those out and reuse those, and then find out how many I need to go buy to kind of square off this garden area. But yeah, this is going to be a nice little garden area. Again, first year garden, weeds are going to be an issue. I'm going to try to get it under control, and then I will try to heavily mulch it, kind of try to keep the weeds down, shift to more of a low till or no till type approach, something like that. Uses little cultivation as possible. And my idea with this right here, now I don't know what they used this for in the past. Maybe they used it for beans, maybe they used it for cucumbers or something like that, but I want to use these existing little wire mesh things here. It's kind of nice and bent up right there, but I'm going to use that for try some cucumbers, like I mentioned, maybe some pole beans. However, the deer will eat those and love every minute of it, so I need to kind of run the fence, I'm thinking, behind this area, or maybe this would be a project for next year. I just want to get this actually planted. We're approaching Mother's Day, which is the traditional planting out date here, zone 6B, 7A, right on the border here. Depending on what year it is, quite honestly. Last year it was very much a 6B. A lot of polar vortex, tons and tons of snow. Anyways, so you can see it's still very clay and very damp. So do not plant into that. Do not walk into that. Just let it go. You're gonna need to let it dry out before you do anything with it. And over here, as you can see, I have not done anything with. This is just another wild area that's just not priority number one right now. So I'm going to keep working at it little by little. And I even thought about maybe putting some pumpkins or something else over here that can just vine and take over and do what it wants. And then into the season, mow this down and go from there. So hopefully I can get some more things done before this next storm comes. If you can kind of see right through here, right there, that's that bluish purple sky. Not a good sign for humans to be outside with, videoing things in their property. But let's go ahead and stop for now. I'll wait till the rain barrel kind of fills up a little bit more, maybe sit out one more round of rain, before I actually have to head back home. But thanks for hanging out with me so far, guys. Stick around to the end. Let's see how much water the rain improvised rain collection barrel thing has actually accumulated. Let's go. Let's find out how much there is after this next round of rain. So here's the amount of water I collected from the first bout of rain. It's about 6 or 7 inches deep. I'm not even sure how big around this thing is or how to measure the volume of that, but it is definitely holding water, which is a positive sign. I guess, like I mentioned, it's going to rain off and on, probably all through the night. So you never know. This thing might get coat and completely fill it up. But yeah, it's a pretty cool feature right here. Zipper. You can actually take the top, look it out, open it up so you can look inside, maybe get a bucket or something like that, scoop out what you need. It also has a little spigot down here, which I'm not sure if I will even use that, quite honestly. It's poor planning. I understand it was a last ditch effort, but to get something under there, maybe a hose, maybe, I don't know. And right here, it's a little overflow valve in case it gets too full. It'll just kind of just, use this to discharge out there. But yeah, this is a pretty good find. Of all the things that I planned on doing when I came out here today, didn't get much of them done, quite honestly, but I did do split some wood, reorganize some stuff on the porch the best I could, but more or less just watching it rain and kind of enjoyed the nice, peaceful, relaxing rainstorm. But yeah, luckily I remembered this thing was here and I was able to capture just a little bit of rain, and definitely it's going to just keep topping it off. So hopefully when I come back here next weekend, have some big plans to start planting out the garden, building some fences, all those kind of things like that. So this may actually be full. You never know. We'll have to wait until next week to find out. Hope to see you then, guys. Until then, get working. See ya. Bye.